Rocks. We usually see them every day. Step over them and just take them for granted. They're very common in nature. We can use them for all sorts of things. They come in various shapes and sizes and have different colors and textures. But mainly, all rocks fall into one of three categories. Today, we're going to find out what those categories are and take a closer look of some of nature's most underrated objects, the rock. Admit it, at one time of our school life, we have to study earth science at some point, and it's less interesting it is for students, and all the more it is for rocks. Now I know studying about rocks is hard. But in doing so, we get a concrete idea of how these things that appear in nature truly are, and will probably save your behind in your earth science subject. So, without further delay, let's begin our bumpy ride. Rocks are not all the same. The three main types or classes of rocks are sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous. And the differences among them have to do with how they are formed. Igneous rocks are formed when magma or molten rock deep within the earth cools and hardens. Sometimes the magma cools inside the earth, and other times it erupts onto the surface from volcanoes. In this case, it is called lava. When lava cools very quickly, no crystals form and the rock looks shiny and glass-like. Sometimes, gas bubbles are trapped in the rock during the cooling process, leaving tiny holes and spaces in the rock. Examples of this rock type include basalt and obsidian. Now that you know about igneous rocks, I'm sure you'll get to lava it even more. The next type of rock that we will talk about are the broken pieces of my heart, rocks that litified and become stone, the sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed from particles of sand, shells, pebbles, and other fragments of material. Together, all these particles are called sediment. Gradually, the sediment accumulates in layers and over a long period of time, hardens into rock. Generally, sedimentary rock is fairly soft and may break apart or crumble easily. You can often see sand, pebbles, or stones in the rock, and it is usually the only type that contains fossils. Examples of this rock type include conglomerate and limestone. Shattering. Let's change topic. Speaking of change, the last rock we are going to talk about is the one made through that ever constant thing in this world, change. We call them the metamorphic rock. Because you know meta, meaning to change, and morph, meaning form and stuff. Metamorphic rocks are formed under the surface of the earth from the metamorphosis that occurs due to intense heat and pressure. The rocks that result from these processes often have ribbon-like layers and may have shiny crystals formed by minerals growing slowly over time on their surface. Examples of this rock type includes gneiss and marble. See? That wasn't so hard. Now we know the different rock types and how they form, so you can be confident that you've acquired a solid foundation about petrological knowledge. This is Ellen Chris Adlao, Group 3. Thank you for watching. It is for rocks.
Makeup artist! Sila me, drawing, hindi pa dinagkay mo.
Igneous rock are formed when magma or molten rock deep within the earth cools and hardens. May that explosive.
Opo. Okay, take 3.
Explosive.
3. Explosive.
Ganun yung palimutin. Bino po na guys.
Ayusin mo yung microphone.
Pagpakangkret ba, edi may bas camera, relax. Tawa naman, tawa.
2.
Igneous rock are formed when magma or molten rock deep within
Take 4.
Uli na, ganito sila yan. They're explosive.
Take 4. 3, 2, 1.
Igneous rock are formed when magma or molten rock deep within the earth cools and hardens. Sometimes, the magma cools inside the earth, and other times, it erupts onto the surface from volcanoes. In this case, it is called lava. When lava cools very quickly,
It is called lava.
Lava. Lava. Igneous rocks are formed.
Black one mong black one. Mga classmates. Classmates, pangalaon. Mga ngaon. Dikit-dikit.
rocks, 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 rocks.